In this lesson, we will write equations in slope-intercept form of lines where all we're given are 2 points. For example, this problem, write an equation of the line passing through the points 3, 2 and -1, 10. So let's take a look. We want to write the equation in slope-intercept form, y equals mx plus b. But we don't have slope and we don't have our y-intercept, our b. So we need to take a look, what information do we have? Well, we have a point and we have another point. We don't have slope, but with 2 points we can calculate slope. So we're going to go ahead and use the slope formula and find the slope of the line. We're going to start with our y2, which is 10 on the top, and subtract the first y, which is 2. And that's over the second x, -1, minus the first x, which is 3. And then we'll go ahead and simplify that. 10 minus 2 is 8. And -1 minus 3, or -1 plus -3, is -4. If we simplify that further, 8 divided by -4 is -2. So now we know that we have a slope of -2. The line going through those 2 points has a slope of -2. Now, in order to find b, we need to have an x and a y and a slope. Well, I do have an x right here and a y. So I'm going to go ahead and use my slope equals -2, and I'm going to use my point 3, 2. And just like we did in our last lesson, we'll go ahead, substitute those into slope-intercept form, and we'll go ahead and calculate b so that we can write our equation. So I'm going to go ahead, here again, start with y equals mx plus b. My y is my 2. My m is my -2, and times x, which is 3. This is exactly like the last lesson you did. We're going to go ahead and simplify and solve for b. -2 times 3 is -6 plus b. To go ahead and finish up, we'll add 6 to both sides. And here I get 2 plus 6 gives me 8. -6 plus 8 plus 6 is 0. And that leaves me with b. So now I know I have m equals -2 and b equals 8. I can go ahead now and write my equation, y equals -2x plus 8. Let's try another one of those. How about if I have the 2 points -4, -7, and -6, 8. Here again, my first step is going to be to find my slope. So I'm going to go ahead and start with my second y, 8 minus 7 over my second x, -6, minus, and this is negative, so here again I'm going to put it in parentheses. And we'll simplify this. 8 minus 7 is 1. -6 minus a negative. Minus a negative is going to give me a plus. So -6 plus 2 is -2. And we can just go ahead and write that as -1 over 2. We now have our slope. We have a point. Let's go ahead and solve for b. Start again with y equals mx plus b. We know y is 7. We know our slope is -1/2 times -4, x and y, and then plus b. Simplify this, we get 7 equals -1/2 times -4 over 1 plus b. That gives me -1 times -2 is +4. 2 times 1 is 2 plus b. And so 7 equals 2 plus b. I can go ahead and minus 2 from both sides, and that's going to give me b equals 5. So if I go ahead and write my equation, I'll get y equals -1/2 x plus b, which is And there you have your two equations, and that is it.